KKK. G's up. Little scrap. I got money. Be a me. Money in the bank.
I got money in the bank.
Yeah.
Shout out what you drink. I got money in the bank.
Yeah.
Shout out what you drink. I got money in the bank.
Yeah.
Shout out what you drink. I got money in the bank.
Yeah.
Shout out what you drink.
I'ma get that dough and fuck with them. Some ladies that know me know strap is a pro. Fill up at the bar, go get a massage. Buy me a couple, we can make it a massage. You be trying hard, but you don't start. You be doing this shit's gon' get you to the mall. I go get that paper, a make a why? I be pulling up knots that can buy me a yacht. Hold on, baby, please go get on your knees. If you don't do it for me, then you do it for the cheese. Yeah, I got extra weed. Yeah, money long like sleep. Yeah, if a n try to creep, I got extra heat. Got a bank account with a
Smackdown's main event at WrestleMania has just been made official.
These two superstars have got a lot of respect for each other.
What are Edge and the Masterpiece doing here on Smackdown? They're Raw superstars.
Someone told us that the gruesome twosome there are supposed to be SmackDown's main event for WrestleMania. Well, we couldn't believe that you two were the best SmackDown could do. So we wanted to see it for ourselves.
Good thing we showed up when we did. This show could definitely use a dose of some real star power.
Well, that's very generous. So how about the two of you come down and prove you aren't all talk?
Us? Wrestle you? Here? Sorry, no can do. Friday's our night off.
Really? Look up!
You'd better get down here, or the boys are gonna kick your sorry ass into the ring.
Masters and Edge showed up here looking for trouble.
I don't think they were expecting this, Cole.
I'm getting over it, pushing past all the truth, it ain't getting right to the root of what the problem.
Welcome to a sold-out show from the Great White North. Michael Cole and Taz coming to you tonight from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
And they speak French up here, right, Cole? Parlez-vous français? Haha, amigo!
Better stick to your version of English, partner. No matter what language you speak, the actions of the SmackDown superstars will speak much louder than words. Tag is made.
Wow, great reversal.
head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there.
Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Hey, Cole, lighten up a little bit. Maybe he's not got the best attitude in the world, but you gotta admit, he's a heck of a competitor.
That may be true, but I'm not a fan of the way he's been winning his matches lately. And I don't think these fans are either. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done. You know, you can't take a beating like this and expect to win the match, Cole. I don't think this is going to last much longer.
Right here, back to back. With little time to rest between the two matches, this is going to be a real war of attrition between these superstars. King, you know, I'm a Raw man through and through, but I can certainly understand why SmackDown might be upset at Edge and Masters.
Oh, please. All Edge and the Masterpiece did was go to SmackDown and tell the truth about their WrestleMania main event.
Come on now. You know as well as I do that if SmackDown pulled a stunt like that here on Raw, we'd be up in arms about it. I just hope these two haven't bitten off more than they can chew. And here they come, the World Heavyweight Champion and his WrestleMania challenger.
What a couple of jokers. Maybe Edge and the Masterpiece are right. If that's the best SmackDown could do, it's no wonder Raw is still the #1 show here in the WWE.
I wouldn't be so sure, King. Batista's about as good as they get, and his challengers no slouch either. The bottom line is, Raw can't get complacent when SmackDown's got guys like these two. Raw is live tonight from Oakland, California. I'm Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a hotter crowd, JR. These Oakland fans are completely out of control. This is going to be great.
You're not wrong, King. The Bay Area's always been a hot spot for the superstars of Raw, and tonight is no exception.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it?
I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to...
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap-out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
You're not going to get him with that one.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
He's a slippery devil.
I feel like we shouldn't even be talking during this match, JR. We should just silently admire the masterpiece, like we were looking at a sculptor in a museum or something.
If you want to zip your lips for a few minutes, King, I won't complain. But don't expect me to show Chris Masters any more respect than he's shown to the WWE superstars and fans.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, now the referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smackdown? Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. I can't believe he countered that one. I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains as far as I'm concerned.
He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only... I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. Watch out! He reversed it. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the king here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning. What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. Wow, listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. These superstars are going to put each other through.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything could happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself. If it's all the same to you, King. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to...
Wow! There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals. Here's what the fans came to see.
Oh my gosh! The Batista bomb! He shook the entire arena with that one!
I think this crowd's giving these...
We could have a pinfall here, JR! You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these...
Uh-oh! Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding! This will rearrange your anatomy.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this.
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR. Keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, Jake?
And here's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Train rolling down the line makes me lonely. Sometimes I wish to ride away. Sometimes I want to ride away.
You think you know me.
And here we go with the second leg of our back-to-back cross-brand singles matches this evening. King, you gotta wonder how much Edge and Masters have left in their tank.
That last match took its toll on everybody, that's for sure. And with no time to rest up, they're gonna be feeling it in this one.
Well, it's his turn to represent Smackdown, and he's got the World Heavyweight Champion Batista as his backup.
Yeah, and what's the deal with that? Aren't these two supposed to be facing each other for the title at WrestleMania in a couple weeks? Are they really working together here?
It's all about brand loyalty and professional respect, King. And regardless of the brand these superstars represent, you've got to admire their attitude and their united front here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raw. Coming to you live from Seattle, Washington.
I don't care how rainy it gets, JR. Nothing's going to dampen the spirits of these Seattle fans.
You're right about that, King. Especially not when we've got such a great show ahead of us.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hot
wow. There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR. You can't go long without tapping out to this. I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them. He's a great role model for young fans.
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right. Edge is a real humanitarian. A guy who would just as soon sell you out as look at you.
What are you talking about, JR? That's just a nasty rumor spread by people who wanted to be in Edge's league but couldn't keep up with him.
Come on, King. You've watched Edge as much as I have, and you've seen the things he's pulled. Talk about someone whose heart is as cold as the other side of the pillow.
Well, I'm sorry you've decided to sympathize with the losers, JR. Me, I'm sticking with a winner. I'm sticking with Edge. You know, JR, everyone goes on and on about how great The Undertaker is. but I think he's overrated. It takes more than black lights and some dry ice to impress me.
And how about going 14-0 at WrestleMania, King? How about being a 4-time WWE champion? Does that impress you?
Well, come on, JR. I'm not saying that the dead man doesn't have one or two impressive achievements to his name. I just think he's taken too seriously for a grown man who dresses like it's Halloween every day.
One or two? My God, would you look at the power of this superstar?
Here we go. Tombstone pile driver.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
And that's all she wrote. But does this mark the end of the cross-brand warfare, or will we see more of the same along the road to WrestleMania?
That's a great question, JR. I guess we'll have to tune into Smackdown later this week if we want to find out the answer.
Got your boy in the boot. About to take me off with this. Godzilla bankroll, stones from Leone. Yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home. Trailblazer, stay ballin' with vengeance. My arts is crafty dogs. Why y'all stuck on Laffy Taffy? Wondering, how did y'all just get past me? I've been doing this before Nas dropped the nasty. My wallows, I did them up. Them bricks, I sent them up. My raps, I bit them up. For that, now stick them up. 10-4, good buddy. Tone got his money up. Worth millions, still back your bitch looking for me. What? Y'all staring at.
The #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title is back from a visit to Raw. And Taz, I couldn't be prouder of the way he and Batista stood up for Smackdown.
No doubt. They brought the fight right to Raw, and even though they're facing each other in a little more than a week, for the biggest prize in the business, they had each other's back and showed some great brand unity.
Hopefully at this point we've seen the last of the Raw interference and he can focus on this upcoming World Heavyweight title opportunity in this tune-up match here tonight.
Step up, bring it.
Good evening, and welcome to Smackdown, coming to you tonight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hot Atlanta is fired up tonight, Cole. No doubt about it, baby. And I'm just as pumped up as the sellout crowd.
With good reason, Taz. You and I both know what's coming, and these fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight.
off of him!
Where are you?
Come on, you shaved ape. I'm right here.
What the hell?
I got you now.
Good job, dummy.
Batista couldn't see what he was doing, and now he's accidentally destroyed his partner.
I don't know if accidentally is actually the right word there, lady.
Champ. Look, again, I'm sorry for what happened last week. You helped me out and I made a mistake. But I really don't appreciate you implying that it might have been intentional. We'll settle our business in the ring at WrestleMania, not before. And speaking of settling business in the ring, we've got a match tonight against Edge and Masters, and I want to take these jokers out quick and clean, so all we've got to focus on is our WrestleMania match. I hope you're with me on that, man. Later.
I gotta tell you, I'm really starting to get sick of these two, Taz. Why can't they just stay on Raw where they belong?
For once, we agree, Sally. I hope our guys give these two a Smackdown sayonara and send them back to Monday night with their tail between their scrawny little slits.
Well, this is definitely the kind of match to do it in. A non-disqualification tornado tag team match.
Anything goes here tonight, Cole, and it's not gonna be pretty. Kind of like the last thing.
That's interesting. He's not making his entrance with Batista tonight.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
What I mean is that they've been inseparable for the last few weeks, at least in the ring.
Well, I guess that makes sense. He's probably still hot about what Batista did to him last week. I mean, that was some Batista bomb on that hard.
That was an accident by all accounts.
Oh, yeah, right, an accident. Of course. Because what reason would the champion have to do something like that to a guy he's going to be putting his title on the line against at the granddaddy of them all, hello, WrestleMania?
I know you're not 100% convinced that Batista's actions last week were unintentional, Taz, but I think it was an honest mistake.
I'm not necessarily calling Batista a liar. I'm just saying that I understand why someone in his position might do something like that. That's all I'm saying. You know, he had a motive.
Look, I suppose anyone twisted enough could start to speculate about conspiracy theories and motive based on what little circumstantial evidence we have. But this is our champion Batista we're talking about, and
keep your shirt on, Joe, man. Like I said, I'm not calling anybody a liar. I'm just saying that there's a motive there clear as day if you just take off your blinders.
You're the one with the shades, Taz.
Never mind that. Would you just shut up and call a match dirt box? Everything's gonna be just fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside.
Man, you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar, I'm telling you. There's a whole lot of cheeseheads in the house tonight.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all of sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started.
You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Hey, Cole, lighten up a little bit. Maybe he's not got the best attitude in the world, but you gotta admit, he's a...
This superstar is all fired up. and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we're going to see that fire go out pronto.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to...
I got money, me, money in the bank. See you,
Got money in the bank.
Yeah.
Shout out what you got.
That's gotta hurt. Oh, suplex off the top rope. They're sending a clear message to Edge and Masters.
Yeah, and the message is, get the hell out and don't come back. See ya. Thanks for coming.
Uh-oh, here we go. And to think, not long ago, these two were a united front for Smackdown. These two meet at the biggest event in sports entertainment for the most important prize in the business. And it all happens 3 days from now at WrestleMania.
Got your boy in the boot. About to take these off the Godzilla bankroll, stones from Chile on. Yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home. Trailblazer, stay ballin' with vengeance. My arts is crafty dogs. Why y'all stuck on Laffy Taffy? Wondering, how did y'all just get past me? I've been doing this before knives dropped the nasty. My waddles, I did them up. Them bricks, I sent them up. My raps, I bit them up. For that, now stick them up. 10-4, good buddy. Tone got his money up. Worth millions, still back your bitch looking for me. What? Y'all staring at the angel with death. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You burning up like David Correct. This is architect music. Verbal street opera, proper tech man. Fluid got the projects booming indeed. I ran through the tunnel, terrorized speed. That's when I was still in the jungle, slinging that D. Get out my face. Don't need no, you got no vote. Don't need no hate.
This is it, the main event of WrestleMania. Once again, I'm Michael Cole alongside my broadcast partner, Taz. And ladies and gentlemen, the World Heavyweight title is on the line right here tonight. In fact, we might be looking at our new World Heavyweight Champion.
He's got his work cut out for him for sure. But Batista is not a pushover. But when it comes right down to it, I'm glad that these two are finally getting it on. It's about time, if you ask me. Ring the bell, let's do it.
They've certainly been distracted over the past few weeks by the likes of Chris Masters and Edge, but now those Raw superstars are long gone. It all comes down to Smackdown's finest and what promises to be an epic struggle for the richest prize in our business. Comes the champion, the Animal Batista. And you know, Taz, for everything this man has gone through over the past few weeks, I don't think I've ever seen him in better condition than he is right now.
Batista's an animal. We've said it time and time again. It's always go time for this guy. It's his sheer size and brutal strength that's brought him to the dance. And it's what I think is going to ensure that he retains the World Heavyweight gold here tonight.
He's an incredible champion, no doubt about it. But he's facing what is thought by some to be the greatest challenge of his title reign. Regardless of who wins, we're in for one of the biggest matches in WrestleMania history. I can feel it.
Can't believe he countered that one. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
Randy Orton's one of the most dangerous superstars in the WWE, JR. Ric Flair and Triple H taught him everything he knows.
They may have taught Orton everything he knows.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now, up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
Looks like he read his opponent's mind.
That went nowhere.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah?
This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
What a counter!
I'd love to see you or anyone else try to kick Regal out of this country, King. I think he'd wind up kicking you across the length and breadth of it.
The Undertaker's been in WWE for 13 years now, JR. And I think it's really starting to show here tonight.
I don't know what match you're watching, King, but the dead man looks as good tonight as when he first appeared in the WWE.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are...
Oh, my gosh! He's got his opponent 10 feet in the air! JR, you know what's next!
The last ride! There's no move more feared in all of sports entertainment!
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick.
I know you're always complaining about Randy Orton's ego, JR, but let's face it, Orton was the youngest world heavyweight.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
His opponent is helpless, and he's taking full advantage.
Wow, that's one of the biggest chest slaps I've ever seen, or heard. He's able to dominate his opponent like this, JR. He's got this match half won.
A blow to the chest like that one can knock all the wind right out of the superstar.
You know, JR, everyone goes on and on about how great The Undertaker is.
Oh, no! That last shot busted him wide open.
It sure did, JR. And if I can borrow one of your lines, business is picking up.
This isn't business, King. That's a human being, and my God, would you look at the power of this superstar.
Here we go. Tombstone pile driver.
He may get the 3 count here.
1, 2, 3.
He's done it. He's done it, Taz. We've got a new World Heavyweight Champion here at WrestleMania.
I can hardly believe it. I have never seen anyone handle Batista like that.
give Batista his due. He fought an incredible match. Enough to win on a lot of nights, but it simply wasn't enough to retain the gold tonight.
He just outperformed Batista, and he did it on the biggest stage of them all,